Dear friends, yesterday we discussed the gas leakage in Visakhapatnam, and before forgetting the same, another deeply disturbing railway accident took place near Aurangabad, where 16 migrants were run over by a goods train at about 5:15 a.m. yesterday. So once again, another pathetic story. We have been hearing and seeing literally the plight of the migrant laborers. So most of them, many of them, they have been trekking along the roads, trekking along the railway tracks to reach their native places. Of course, the government, state governments, and even for that part, central government, they are making efforts on the orders of the Supreme Court also. They have arranged Shramik trains. They are taking some people by buses. Of course, with whose cost is a different thing. But anyway, some movement is there. But still, the people, they want to reach their destination somehow, because there are a lot of restrictions while traveling by train, all things we have been seeing. So due to lack of coordination, these laborers, they were stuck up in between AP and Telangana border near Pondugala, and they had to wait literally for 12 hours to get clearance from both the governments. That is another factor. And the third one is they are afraid that once they enter their place, they will be kept in the confinement or in the so-called quarantine. 14 days once again they have to stay. So in order to avoid all these things, but only with the whole and soul intention of getting back to the home, they have started their sojourns. So their journey. Here it happened. The people belonging to, the migrants belonging to Umeria and some other district of Madhya Pradesh, they have been working in a steel farm in the Maharashtra Industrial Development Corporation area in Jalna district. So they wanted to go away from Jalna to Madhya Pradesh. So they started their journey on 7/5/2020 at about 7 p.m. They came on road, they traveled on road up to Badnapur, and from there they took the railway track. Actually they wanted to reach Bhusawal by the next morning and walk on the road track, because the railway track may be nearer. I don't know the exact reason, but they are traveling on the railway track. Of course, they went to a little distance of about 8 kilometers or so. Around 10 p.m., all of them were feeling sleepy. Therefore, they slept on the track, across the track, near the so-called pebbles on the track itself. They have stayed. But may be under the impression that since the trains are not there, no train would come up. Even if the train comes, they can hear the sound and okay, they can wake up. That may be their idea. Anyway, they fell asleep. But by 5:50 a.m., as ill luck goes, the freight train or the goods train coming from Cherlapalli to Manmad with the empty petroleum product containers, it has come and it has run over them. Of course, according to the railway officials, they say that the loco driver, the driver of the goods train, observed them a little bit earlier, but before he could take any step, that means before he could apply the brake, the incident happened and the train surged forward, running over them. So out of them, 16 people, 14 people died on the spot, 2 on the way to hospital, and 1 of them is injured, and 3 of them escaped miraculously. They might have heard the sound and suddenly they would have jumped to the other side. Somehow they were awake. Because of them only the entire incident of things, the narration could come out. Otherwise, we don't know who they are, just their names. Madhya Pradesh government, they have to take so many efforts. But because of the availability of these people, entire incident could be observed. Of course, now, of course, we cannot immediately, the local police, Karnad police station, immediate local police rushed there, the railway official rushed there, the medical relief van came there, they took all measures, an inquiry was ordered by the Commissioner of Railway Safety. Of course, we may be knowing that this railway track between Aurangabad, Jalna, and Bhusawal, all these things, they come under the jurisdiction of South Central Railway, whose headquarters is located at Secunderabad, right? So, anyway, the government of Maharashtra, they have declared a ex gratia of 5 lakhs. Even Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Madhya Pradesh CM, he also declared an ex gratia of 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs for them. But poor people, we can't get them back. That is the prodigy of this institution. Anyway, so normally this has like 5 to 15 a.m. we have incident, 16 people. The railway, now upon whom, what is this case? Legally we have to discuss. On whom the negligence could be attributed. Of course, we can't attribute the negligence on the part of the goods train driver because he cannot expect people. The people normally, they become the trespassers of the railway track. You may be knowing, nobody should travel on the railway track. Of course, the negligence part will come with the gang coolies. Normally, you may be knowing, you may not be knowing. There is a duty cast on the part of the railways to appoint the so-called petrol party, night gang party. We used to see the night gang people with the torchlight on their head. They used to patrol in our area, in Repalli area. We used to see them. So definitely that practice would have been there. If at all any negligence is there, those people, they may be held liable for this negligence. Nothing more than that. Of course, the government have taken relief measures, they have taken ex gratia also. Now, in this connection, I want to tell you, of course, it may be out of place, but anyway, for cautioning you, particularly the police officers, I am disclosing this incident. When I was, actually I was inspector. When I was inspector of police of Shirala, so we caught a criminal, we interrogated him, but he was not disclosing. Ultimately, we want to put him under threat. Therefore, I took him beyond that Vettapalayam police station. There is a railway bridge here. After that, we can go to that Nagarapamma temple. Yes, Nagarapamma temple. So I took him to the railway track around 12:30 or 1 a.m. So we tied him to the railway track, and literally to the railway track. And of course, we forced him to divulge the information. Nowadays, of course, that fellow is not there. Well, I am retired, so I am disclosing. Otherwise, we should not disclose such things. So we put him under that we leave him even though the train comes and he will die. But still, he didn't care. He is not telling the truth. So myself, I have also handcuffed him. We were sitting near the railway track, just by the side of railway track, and I have been interrogating him and I have been threatening him, and suddenly I fell asleep, maybe around 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. And suddenly, on hearing the siren of the horn of the railway, and immediately that fellow woke me up and asked her, "Let us go away, run." Then what is this? And he said, "Sir, I know that you are not going to do anything to me, just only for the purpose of interrogation." He is a store criminal, he knows our tactics also. Then we came out and instantly that came and struck my mind. Anyway, better you advise your people not to trek along the railway track particularly, and not to sleep. See, this is the pathetic incident. Of course, we can't get back the persons. See, already they are laborers, they don't know what to do, they don't know where to go. Simply, they are carrying on to go to their native place, but en route, these people were killed. It's a very costly incident. Anyway, let us hope the people who escaped and the people who were injured, let them get well soon. That's all. Thank you very much.